go. Okay, we are live.
Can I say everyone already up?
Yeah.
Brady said wait.
Alright, oh boy.
Everyone's so fucking standing at fucking Schmidt because he's like fucking ring. No, dude.
Okay, guys, welcome to the stream.
What's going on, guys?
Alright, guys, round 20 of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Smith has already taken the title, so it's a big gap between first and second. So today we got a few reserve drivers in today, and that will be Blocky. Boho is one of our new drivers. He has replaced one of the Williams drivers. Sideshow Prod, he's one of our new reserve drivers. We got Pete's brother, I don't know how you say his name, so very sorry about that. And yeah, just I believe
Banana cake as well.
And banana cake. Just 4 reserve drivers today. Be a very interesting race.
Yeah, so I think we got 2 more races to decide who's gonna win the constructors.
Yeah, it's very close, CLZ. It's the
It's between
constructors
Alfa Romeo
and Racing Point.
And Racing Point,
Well, it depends. You know, the top guys mostly, like, you know, Rudy and Chev, they have really good pace. So let's see.
yeah. Let's see what happens.
Alright. All the drivers are going out. I don't know which drivers are coming out first, but 7 points difference in between the constructors. So guys, before I say anything and go to continue on the stream, please remember that we are going to be in Abu Dhabi in ARL1, the last race. It's the battle between the Drivers' Championship between Pete and Wogboy. So let's see.
Yeah, definitely join us there, guys. And we have a vote on Twitter that's going on right now. And so far, it's edging just to Wogboy by 1 vote. So people are saying Wogboy might win this. Pretty interesting.
Welcome, guys. 12 people to the stream. Welcome. Alright.
Guys, if you're new, make sure you subscribe. And check out all our other socials. Really appreciate it.
Alright. Who's going out first? I think that is Aussie Wizzy Rick. Okay, we'll spectate the McLaren driver, Aussie Wizzy Rick, onto the softs.
Yeah, so the strategy for this race is softs, hards.
Yeah.
I mean, if you did not watch the ARL1 Brazilian Grand Prix, we got a virtual safety car and drivers pitted early, so that was pretty interesting. You can last with hards on this track. So I think large people are going to do softs to hards. But spectating, I think it's respecting here, Rudy, the first person to start his lap, he perfected the first second. Then, a 5-place grid penalty for Sideshow Prod. What happened to him? Collision with Unit Grino. The
it might be. I believe maybe he got a collision, maybe we're just giving the way, you know, because he's starting his lap, so you don't know.
Yeah, that definitely can happen.
But Ozzy coming down to the final corner. This is where like the drivers can gain a lot of time. Depends on what setup they use. So
yeah, definitely.
And the exit. So he's hugging down the inside. Ozzy fastest lap of 109.2.
Josh from 109.3.
Pretty quick for Banana Josh.
Yeah, he's looking to redeem himself.
And Banana Cake at 108.9. Oh, sector 2, I think someone has spun. Or maybe giving it as Kashu, I think how you say it, I think. Pete's brother has gone into 5th position. As Rudy has gone up to 5th position on 109.4 on the medium tile. Very interesting strategy for the Alfa Romeo.
Plus I think Pete Crime's brother does have a little edge here because he did race last week in ARL1. But he wants to race in ARL2 just to get more experience because he is new to league racing. He's already showing what he's got. So, you know, let's see what he has for the future.
The very lazy tower has gone into the 1010s. And that's on the medium, so...
Aaron is straight on this, so he gets 108. That goes Banana Cake, he gets another 108.9. Oh my god, that's what? 0.001 on thousands there?
Yeah, on thousands.
Jesus, yeah, thousands. Behind Aaron. Interesting.
I believe the fastest time was this was a 107, if I'm correct. In our league, which is pretty incredible.
It's a P or amazing hour at that time, so.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah, guys, please please remember that if you guys are interested in joining the Australian Race League, you will be in the about page. I will update the Discord invite. It's just some invalid stuff, so just go to the about page and we'll join through there.
Sideshow Prod, he said something in the chat. He's saying the idiot stopped as I was coming into the last corner. I could not break in time. FFS, so dumb. Yeah, that's such a shame, bro. It's your first race as well of the season, first qualifying ever in the ARL. So hopefully when you're in the race, you can redeem yourself, get into that top 10 position. And remember, guys, if you do not know the new rule, we decided to implement this into the league due to also controversial reserve driver situations. So if reserve drivers race, they obviously keep the position that they started, but they do not get the points. So for example, say if Banana Cake gets first, he'll get first, but he won't get the points for it. The person that came second will move up, and everyone moves up one position. So
yeah, because it's unfair.
And just so people with actual seats get an opportunity to get some get some points. So far it's worked out pretty well. Lots of drivers are happy with it.
Sector 3, someone has spawned.
Oh yeah, that's the rock he spun. Yeah, I think he might have touched the curb there. Because when you use the curb, it's deadly. You can easily spin.
Yeah.
Any curb in F1 wheel, you can easily spin. So I'm guessing out of that last corner there, he's gone. But thank God he was on the mediums there, so he can still go for another run on the softs.
Even a little. Seems like Schmidt is using a lot of the medium tires.
I think a lot of people just want to get a feel of the track, so I'll probably do 2 or 3 laps on the mediums.
Someone has spun against Sector 2. I don't know who.
I think it's just people getting out of the way.
probably. Also with Rick, even he's going on the mediums, so very surprising that these guys are going on the is. Before I say anything, Unit Grino in the top 3, but his first time going into the 109.1.
Unit Grino has this is kind of like me. There's certain tracks he's really good at, and there's certain tracks he's really bad at. Kind of like me. I don't know. Unit Grino, I think one of the main tracks he's good at was Germany, 100%.
Oh, sector 2 and 3. Now that's kind of you know.
I think it just might be a glitch or someone falling out of the way. I'm confident it's a glitch. I'm looking everywhere here.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are just getting out of the way.
It's Piece Cashew, I think I say. I don't know how to say it, mate, but it's about the
Cassuch.
Yeah, just calling Cashew for now. Coming into the last few corners.
I think it was like the Kazuki or
Oh, good. Coming into the final corner. Oh, this would be very good for him. Getting that toe from the Haas, I believe. Coming down to that long final straight. Hugging the inside, he should mostly do. And he will finish in first place. Pole position at 108.7.
Provisional pole there, didn't finish it, but provisional pole there for Pete Crichton's brother. Younger talent, the youth.
Or Pete, someone, before I say anything, someone has spun. I saw someone has spun, I believe, through the first corner. I think that was Alcatraz.
We might need to find out in the future, but let's see who has better training. Dan the Racer training F1 boy.
As Aaron has gone, and then Rudy, 108.64. The Ferrari driver of Aaron topping the notch again in first place.
Aaron's based on this.
Well, remember, guys, it's not always about your qualifying pace. It's always about your consistency around the track and how you look after your tires. So that's the main priority of the race. Like, you don't know, like, maybe you don't have you have the consistency maybe for one lap, but maybe not in for like every lap you're getting consistent times, you know.
Let's remember as well, you didn't put the right amount of fuel and all that, so. But Josh, I think that was him that just improved there, getting a flat 109.
That's pretty quick for him.
There is some sector glitch, there has to be some sector glitch here because I'm scrolling through everywhere. I think it's just drivers slowing down. Like, sector 3 here, yeah, there you go, it was Wizzy, he was slowing down. He's on his lap, he's gonna start his lap, I don't know if you want to spectate him.
Chevron's about to finish his lap.
Mitch, who's that? Someone finish a lap there. I can see. Wizzy's gonna start his lap.
Chevron coming up to the line where Chevron will finish in P8.
I don't know if you want to spectate Wizzy here, but beautiful turn 1 down onto the straight here. This is good stuff from him. You can already see on his dash that he's gaining time. Turn 2, he might want to use a bit of that curb. At the same time, he can go wide there. He could get invalid, but it does not get invalid. Doing a bit of that curb there to the left. Coming around. Fast-paced right-hander. Doesn't want to touch the left there, which he didn't, which you can't easily get invalid. Beautifully taken through there. Wizzy right now. Ooh, used a bit too much of the curb. I think he's going to lose a bit of time there, maybe a 10th. Coming down to the last corner when he hits this straight. Doesn't want to go wide here. Perfect. Oh, he loses a bit of the back end there. But he's going to come now down the line. Let's see where he places. And to get pole position.
Wizzy gets into 5th.
Not bad.
I think maybe because the last sector 3, where he kind of struggled a lot.
Yeah.
It's very close, you know, the Ferrari engines between the Ferrari of Aaron and the Alfa Romeo of Rudy, so it's pretty close. Seemed like very strong contenders today. As Blocky has
Blocky-
received a 5.
Oh.
Plays good penalty collision with Aaron.
I think he's trying to get it out of the way there. I saw a bit of it, but all I saw was him going on the grass. I think he might have just tapped Aaron while he's on his out lap there. So, I don't know. The banana cake is on his lap. I did not see sector 1.
Hugging the inside in the right hand corner. I think this is where the parts mostly the drivers will kind of lose more of their time. So, that's
this
the problem.
is probably the part for me I have to practice the most. It's so dangerous. Schmidt,
Yes,
a 108.5. Divisional pole. Schmidt there. Banana cake, I think so far on a pretty good lap.
But he's on 2 laps on softs compared to everyone else who did 1 lap.
Me, banana cake's on 0. Oh, Schmidt, 2.
Yeah, banana cake is on 0. So, where will banana cake finish? Banana cake going up to the line. He has not improved.
Only he has improved, but
barely.
It's only, I think 42,000.
0. Yeah.
Something like that.
Well, we're hoping that Ozzy can catch up to the top 5.
Well, Suscas coming across the line here.
Oh! Before I say anything, that Unigrunner has gone into 5th position now.
And that's Suscas up into 10th there. Mitch is all coming across the line. He gained exactly 3 tenths from sector 2. He places 4th, 108.6. Good stuff there from Mitchie.
The Ferrari team looking very strong. Pretty like in 2nd and 4th, so pretty quick.
That was Bodhod there as well. He got a better lap getting a 109. Based off there. All these drivers. The Rock, he's gonna start. Is that the Rock is cooking?
Yes, he likes to cook a lot for some reason.
I don't know if he's spectating right now. Through turn 1, a bit sloppy through turn 1. Goes through there though. What is that called? That through the S, like the S's.
We'll call them yes.
Your mark's a bit low, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's very far. There you go.
If Tries Rock did not get invalid there, he did use a lot of the outer track that you can get invalid so fast just from that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty interesting.
So like, it's mostly the drivers are very close to each other, so mostly like you'll say between the 108, so I'll say between Unigrinner to maybe Golden Gloves, it's pretty close. The field is.
Though, he's on the straight now. Let's see where he can position. I can't see anything right now on his dash on the wheel.
Let's see where he will go. Coming up to the line as the Rock gets a 10. It gets into the 109.005s. It's very close for the Mercedes.
Man. Wow, it's so close, and I think Banana Josh, he's putting a lot of practice. I think The Rock might have a bit of competition here, but great stuff there from the 2 Mercedes. So, especially Banana Josh, because he did say to me he really wanted to get some points in today's race, and I think that's what he's going for. So let's see about that. Alright, and that was, I think, that was...
Chevron got into the 108.6s. I believe that the only way that Alfa Romeo can like fight against Racing Point or Schmidt and Unigren, though, that I believe that Rudy has to get past Schmidt, or something has to happen to Schmidt or Unigrenner.
Yeah,
one of them cannot have points.
I was expecting Gold Gloves here. As I was saying before, when you're going down that fast right-hander at the start, at like mid-sector 2, you can't go wide there to the left or you easily get invalid. That's exactly Gold Gloves did there. His lap got invalid, and I think he gained time as well from the first sector.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I'm expecting Alcatraz here. He gained nearly 2 tenths from the first sector, so he can bring it back here in sector 2.
Oh, it's gone a little bit too wide.
100% valid.
He still looks like he's still continuing his lap.
I doubt it. I'm sure that's invalid.
6
and that was,
people.
Hold up, I'm sorry, I just spectated something here. I just saw Reedy. He went wide because of a Mercedes. I don't know who that was. That was chaos, sir.
Seems like all the drivers are just going up to the line. Seems like it might be a Monza in real life.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Blocky might get caught up because he's on the lap himself. I don't know if he will be able to finish it. I think he's definitely doing better from his previous time. Actually, no, he stopped his lap. Don't worry.
We're going to spectate with Reedy 98. Has not spectated him. But we're going to spectate with Reedy 98 in the Williams driver. Coming into turn 1. You know, hugging the inside. Seems like might be an invalid lap coming through turn 2/3. Seems like he's missed his braking point. Smith has improved his time.
Josh now on his lap, he gains nearly just under a 10th in the first sector. Josh aiming for some points in this race, as I said before. No one wanted to give him the commentator's curse, but hopefully he can do it. Beautifully taken using a bit of that curb. Oh, that might have been too much curb there. I think he might have gotten away with it.
I think yeah, he has a banner in his lap. He seems like he has a banner in his lap. Expected with Bernardo Josh, the Mercedes driver. The field is very tight here. All of them in the 108, so anything can happen.
Yeah, Josh gaining as well from sector 2, coming now down the straight. Dude, Josh can place. He's right now in P11. As much as the track as possible, just to gain as much time.
As Bernardo 6, 108.7.
Great stuff there from Bernardo Josh. And as well, Pete's brother there. I think he moved up into 7th.
That's pretty good.
There. Aaron is now coming across the line. What's he gonna get?
Yes.
Aaron does not
improve.
I think he might have just a bit.
As Ozzy comes up to the line, finishes in 2nd, 108.5. Guys, the field is very close.
Yeah, very close there. Race off as well from Sideshow Prod. He does have a 5-second grid 5-place grid penalty, but 9th place is a pretty solid lap there from the debutant. And Bernardo Josh comes in chat and says, "Oh yeah, baby." And I think he is very happy with that lap, and I don't blame you there, Bernardo Josh. That was a very good lap. Great stuff there. Unigrino in P10. Bernardo Cake Pie P11. That will be down in. He'll be into P10. Unigrino will be P9. And yeah, this is a whole grid. So Schmidt takes pole position in the racing point, trying to win the constructors as he's already won the drivers. And in P2 we have Aussie Wizzy Rick. His car for some reason is in the wall. Interesting there. Aaron in P3 in the Ferrari. Rudy P4 in the Alfa Romeo as well, fighting for the Constructors Championship. That was P5 there, which I'll read out the rest after. I'm just going to wait for this skipping here. So, yeah, but anyways, great qualifying from everyone. And yeah, so that's Mitchie in P5, Chevron P6, and Alfa Romeo as well competing for the Constructors title. We have P7 Bernard Josh with a great performance. You know, I think he put in a lot of practice, and he sure has. Pete's brother, still can't say his name, in P8. P9 Tosha Prod, the debutant, unfortunately for 5-place grid penalty. Unigrino Intense, Bernard Cake 11th, 12th The Rock, 13th Bodhod, 14th Ethan, 15th Suskar, 16th Golgov, 17th The Red Laser Tower, 18th Alcatraz, 19th 3D, and 20 Blocky Rex, with as well a 5-place grid penalty. But it doesn't matter because he's already in 20th.
It's very like sad performance between the Red Bull drivers. They're mostly into the top 10.
Yeah, and we've got some comments here. Pete is saying, "Damn, my brother stuffed his last lap very close. Must be watching his brother, giving him help."
Imagine Pete's racing for him.
And Bernard Josh is saying he got a slipstream off the rock. So that's how he's able to get a good lap there. Alright, that's good for him.
Well, this track is mostly, you gotta like be very efficient with your fuel, like where you gotta like push. Mostly
the gaming off. Oh, sorry, you speak. Sorry.
And mostly like on down the straight, that's where you have to use that fuel because you don't want anyone to catch up and pass you.
Yeah, and as we were saying before, how close the field is. Waffa's saying, not often you see 17 drivers in 8 tenths of each other. That's very true. Great driving from everyone there. It was so close as well. And I think that was exactly like it in ARL1, so... And guys, if you're new to the channel, definitely think about liking and subscribing. Check out all our other social medias in the description. And if you want to join the racing, the Australian Racing League, definitely join our Discord. But you must be based in Oceanic servers.
But if you're just interested to chat with us, you can join. We'll just put you in a ARL fan role.
Yeah. If you want to just join Discord, see what's up if you're a fan of the channel. If you don't mind. I reckon this is going to be a good race. I'm just hoping turn 1 is clean. That's what we need to focus on.
Oh, someone has been lagging, I think. I think that's Bernard Josh just kind of lagging a lot, so...
Yeah, Bernard Josh... I think he's not, I don't know, his internet's not bad because whenever he does, Bernard Josh, thank you as well by the way, he does commentate for us in ARL1, since our commentators have been absent a lot recently, so we are looking for new commentators by the way, so if you can commit to commentating Friday nights at 9 PM AEDT timing, or Sydney timing, then definitely hit up my DMs, see us if you please
or, well, we'll be changing the timing so it'll be 8:30 for season 3, so...
Yeah, for season 2 will be 8:30, but for the last race will be not, obviously it'll still be like 9 o'clock. And yeah, but for the new season will be 8:30. Definitely hit up in DMs if you're interested.
The drivers are lining up with the formation lap.
Welcome 16 people to the stream, you want to tune in for this race, this is going to be a good one.
It's going to be very interesting.
I think Aaron, I thought he might have done better there to compete with Schmidt and Wizzy. But Wizzy just came out of nowhere with that P2, so good stuff from him, McLaren driver.
Yeah, all the drivers are lining up.
No one as well got disqualified, which is good. They can all make the tyres fresh.
We got the glitch, so... Yeah, it's a glitch. Alright.
Do you wanna do it?
Finally, and away we go, the Brazilian Grand Prix. Smith has got on a great start coming into turn 1. Seems like Aussie was battling between side by side, coming into turn 2. It seems like Schmidt has got into the position, holding P1.
Josh moves up a position while Banana moves up 2 positions. You have Shevin, he dropped down positions. I think he might have got pushed wide at the end there. But so far, Schmidt was able to keep P1. The whole top 4 is the same. The whole top 5, sorry, is the same. So great stuff there from the drivers. There's all that start again from Ethan, and we have a crash here, I think. And there's people going wide onto the grass.
At the Rock.
The Rock, I think his tyres were cooking. And he got taken out there. We're gonna have to see what happened there. I'm not 100% sure, but the Rock does have front wing damage. I'm not 100% sure what happened there. And oh, that is Ethan. He spun off the curb, and the Rock hits into Ethan.
There's been driver rivalry between the USA, so might be another one.
Man.
Just record that. You remember, just record the stuff.
Yeah, I recorded this.
Smith coming into lap 2, starting lap 2. Schmidt in first, second Aussie Rizurek, Aaron in third, fourth Mitchie. So Bernard Josh has lost 2 positions into the lap, but in P6, great stuff by him. As Bohard has left the session. I think maybe due to internet. Yeah.
But Schmidt. Sorry.
It looks like a great battle. As Banana Cake dives down the inside, getting past Pete's brother. Before I say anything, Ethan has received a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah, he had front wing damage, had some hit. But interesting start there. Banana Cake going up 3 positions. Bernard Josh with an excellent start, keeping it clean. Good stuff from him. But unfortunately, Chevron dropping down 3 positions. He does not want that. He's as many points in the constructors as he can. And the Red Bulls, again, both RB drivers, gaining 4 positions off the start. They always gain about 3 to about 5 or 6 positions. And they've done that again. So great stuff there from the 2 Red Bull drivers.
You know, it's still, the field is very close. For some reason it says Michi is 1 minute away. Oh, before I said, oh, someone has crashed. I think someone's crashed. Yes. Golden Gloves and, I think Golden Gloves and Boho crashed. But Boho's in the AI
I
mode.
think that was, yeah, that was Bothod's AI. I don't know what's going on. Why he's in control yet, but we'll have to find out.
Field is still close, like...
Oh! Spectating service from the beautiful overtake rubber unit winner on the straight. He's building up those positions, gained 4 positions now off the start. Ever since he got that 5-place win penalty.
And Sherman's up to 8th, so that's pretty quick for him too. That's good for him.
But he did go down 2 positions from Chevron, so he needs to build back up. And I think that is Sideshow. You know, I think he's very happy with that overtake. Because Unibruno apparently was one at fault for when he got that 5-place win penalty. You have to say at the end of the race.
It's pretty good for Banana Cake in 7th position. Still right behind the Mercedes driver Banana Josh.
I don't know if you look at this, but Wizzy.
Oh, Ethan has retired.
I don't know where he retired at, but he's retired. And I was trying to say, we spectate Wizzy right now, as he might make the overtake here on Schmidt on the outside. Schmidt defends on the inside.
Oh, that's a big cocked hat.
Wizzy has been spun around.
Oh, massive one with Chevron.
Did he get caught up there with Wizzy?
I think.
Jesus. Drivers are stuck there too. Wizzy, 5-second time out of pushing with Chevron. There should be a safety car there. And Chevron dangerously coming back onto the track. Nearly hitting Bodhod there.
But Bohod's not racing, so. As Chevron has retired the race.
Yeah, that's unfortunate there. Just caught up in that incident. And that's
I think that might be into Schmidt's fault. I think that might be Schmidt's fault, so.
And Alcatraz receives a 3-second time penalty. So interesting. But what a race so far. The top 3 is Schmidt, Aaron, and Mitchie. We have Rudy, Banana Cake gaining 5 positions off the start.
That's pretty good.
Sideshow and Sussex getting 6 positions. We have Alcatraz with 7 positions, Tower 5 positions, Brady up 6 positions. So you're ready, you better do a good racing, you know, you better have some entertaining performances right now. That's what I think.
I think it was, if you saw the incident, I think that might be Schmidt's fault.
Yeah, we'll have to find out at the end racer. And obviously we can, oh my god, I'm fumbling my words. Sorry, I think from today's race and on, any live stream footage that we capture can be taken into the stewards from ourselves. So, just gonna message that. And Pete is saying his brother has front wing damage. I think it might be light because end plate's not gone. And Bodhod's saying invite disconnect. I can't really invite you, mate. Unfortunately. I'm sorry, I can't invite you, Bodhod. Oh, that's really annoying. Bodhod disconnected.
Starting lap 5. Seems like Aaron's going into the one, battling Schmidt around the outside. Aaron seems like he's going a little bit. He's going to push 2 ways, cutting the track. He rejoins the track safely though. Seems like Michi might be a Ferrari scramble. Can we see this today? No. As Aaron has defend. Oh! Massive contact between the 2 Ferrari drivers!
Jesus Christ.
As Banana has moved up to P4. As Rudy.
And Banana Cake up to 3. The 2 bananas going up.
You know, I'm happy, you know, at least they recreated the, what's it called, the Brazil incident, so I'm happy about that. Thank you to the both Ferrari drivers. Seems like Schmidt is ready. Might get into the time penalties because maybe with that contact with Ozzy Rick, so they still will go into the investigation into this.
Yeah. But so far, a crazy race. And I just want to check here. I think third and fourth do not have front wing damage. I just want to see though if they do, because yeah, Banana Cake no front wing damage, and then Banana Josh, sorry, no front wing damage. And now DRS is being activated for Banana Cake. He's getting close to Rudy. Rudy, I think his tyres might be struggling, but look at Schmidt, 2.2 seconds in front right now. So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I think some drivers will be complaining about Schmidt's defense. He might be too aggressive into it, so we don't know. But it seems like Aaron, I think he has front wing damage. No, he has. It's reduced, but it might be a light front wing. So, but now Josh into P4, moving up a few positions up. That's pretty quick. It's like a battle between Haas versus Toro Rosso, and it seems like trying to catch up to Pete's brother. So, can Sasha's pod get past Pete's brother into this?
Let's find out.
He's catching, but no, he's not able to because of DRS. As Bernard Josh has received his first 3-second time penalty. That's not good for him. He's battling mostly for competing for the top three, trying to get into the birding positions.
Yeah, I feel sorry for Botahod though. Unfortunately, he can't rejoin. He can't submit the invite. And Ethan as well in the chat, he's saying, I got F hit from behind, got front wing damage, but my racing clip didn't say F. So unfortunately, there, Ethan. That's why you always need to record. Always need to record. Game officer said more aggressive defensive than what I do. He lived his face and that's what happens. Head down Schmidt, building that. That's what the game officer is saying for Schmidt. His motivation. The Tao has already gained that time that he lost there on Schmidt, so I don't think he's not Tao. Rudy has gained that time there.
And he's only 9/10 behind.
Yeah, before he's 2.2 seconds, so far it's working out for him.
I'm surprised there's no safety car even, so.
Yeah, I agree.
Coming into lap 9 of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Rudy is pretty close. I think he should start saving his ERS. Seems like Schmidt is saving up, so. Rudy's got to start saving that ERS.
But I'm gonna take Pi now. He's actually starting to lose time on Rudy. 8/10 now away from Rudy. And I think Rudy is pushing, but he still does have 30% ERS. So yeah, he pretty much is pushing. While Schmidt is saving. So.
It seems like even Schmidt using all of that ERS, seems like Rudy is still right behind in the DRS zone, so he's still gaining. But like, he has set the fastest lap into this GP.
Yeah, I think he's seriously pushing now. Running for that top 3. Banana Cake, good position for him.
Sasha Pod has received a 3-second.
Yeah, great stuff though. Great racing. Sasha from getting 6 positions into that 5th place. So just imagine if he didn't have that 5th place, where he would be right now.
Yeah, maybe battling for the top 5. So
maybe the top 3. Who knows?
seems like Sasha Spot is getting very close to Cashew. So very close.
I don't know how to say it, man.
I think it's Cashew or Cashew or something. So.
But Cashew. I don't know how to say it.
Okay, so coming down, starting lap 11 of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Seems like Sasha Pop really wants to try to get past Cashew, but Cashew has decided to pit and receives a 5 seconds
time penalty for speeding into the pit lane.
Yeah, I think he's affecting more. If I'm correct, he's changing his front wing. I wasn't sure here.
No,
No,
because
he's not changing his front wing. But he has to wait there for 5 seconds.
Yep, because of that 5-second time penalty, speeding into the pit lane. The first round they're going to the hards. It's like a battle between Lazy Tail and Alcatraz. We don't want to see any of this Red Bull shenanigans again.
I don't think they're going to be battling, because I know they talk to each other a lot in chat, because they're really close teammates. Trust me, they're just keeping DRS on each other, they're saving, they're not pushing too hard, and when they pit, they're going to go full ham. Watch the referees. They've done it before, and they're going to do it again.
Bernard Josh, it's a 4-way battle now for P1.
Yeah. Look at that now, Rudy, only 4 tenths away from Schmidt.
And he's still not, and he's still not pushing compared to Schmidt. He's using all of that ERS. Seems like Rudy has got on a great exit coming into turn 2. Seems like Schmidt is defending, but Rudy has got into P1, leading the Brazil.
I think he wasn't going to defend that.
Oh, it's Rudy's got too deep around the corner though. Schmidt side by side. Rudy up to P1.
Duncan's right behind us now. Might even get involved.
Seems like Schmidt has gone a little bit too wide, but maybe Benarcake will get involved into this battle. But Schmidt down the inside into P1 as Alcatraz has retired.
What's happening there with him? I think. Oh, he lost it. When Schmidt and Rudy were battling, I think he lost it on the curb and hit the wall. He's
That's
not on
not
the
good.
track. He's not going to be a safety car. He's not on the track. But that's a shame.
The only way Alcatraz, it will be a safety car if Alcatraz just leaves. Then it will be a safety car.
Yeah.
Seems like again a battle between first and second of Rudy and Schmidt. Benarcake going for the undercut here.
Josh, he's been using everything. He's only on 70% of ERS. But he's keeping that toe there with the Alfa Romeo and Racing point.
Will Rudy go for the dive bomb? No.
I think they need to start saving. Because if they don't save, that's going to be bad for them after when they get out of the pits. So, they need to start saving. And Sideshow Claude now up into 5th. Dang, he's gained 9 positions. Like, this is some really good racing from some drivers here. We've got Sushcott getting 9 positions, you had Suskas getting 8 positions, Tao 9 positions, Reedy 9 positions, Golgov's 5 positions, Rocky 6 positions. It's great stuff there, and Scar definitely now changed to the tyres.
Yeah, the tyres are there always.
So, yeah, so 12 laps there for everyone on softs, you can see. We've got Mitchie, he's just going on hards. Pete's brother, still don't know how to say his name, 2 laps on the hards there. 12 laps for Gold Gloves, I think he had front wing damage at the start. He's up into PO. And we have Reedy and Tao with an interesting strategy starting off with the mediums, and I think it's worked out for now.
I believe that's Rudy and Schmidt still going at it, so.
Yeah, and there's all a battle that you've not been seeing. You Sideshow Prod and Unit Bruno, they're still going at it as well. But at the same time while they're going at it, they're saving his way. Unit Bruno, he has gotten the better exit or overtaking mode. I think that'll be Rich Mix as well. DRS down the inside, Sideshow Prod's going to defend. They nearly hit each other. Sideshow Prod going a bit wide. Unit Bruno slams it down on the accelerator, gets in front of Sideshow Prod.
Oh, a little bit contact in there.
I don't think he hit him there. It's alright. Great battling there though. I think what I said at the right time that they were battling.
Oh, I think Unigrina is lagging because he has got a little frame drops from there. But yeah. Unigrina up to 3rd place, but that's what everyone else has been on to the mediums. Yeah, Unigrina is lagging. I was right.
Benarcake, he's in P6 on those mediums. So, good pistol for him. And Benarjosh, he's rocking on the hards there. He's in P7. Good decision there from Benarjosh, in my opinion. Go throughout the whole race and finish to the end. And remember, tire degradation is not that bad compared to. Oh my god, Benarjosh really hit the wall. But it's not as bad compared to
USA.
USA, yeah. What a horrid track that is for time.
Degradation.
Degradation.
Oh, you know, already. Before I just spectated him, he's nearly spun into the wall. He's
Yeah,
lost a lot of time though to Schmidt, so.
Yeah, Bruno Pitts, I think he's trying to go for the undercut here, and we have some yellow flags. I don't really say anything right now with the yellow flags. Reedy's now has pit on the softs already from the mediums. That's a very early pit for Reedy. You think he might have to do a 2-stop on those softs then?
Am I going for a 2-stop?
And Aaron, beautiful dive on down on Gold Gloves. I think that's through turn 4. Like that.
No, it's turn 8 or 9 probably.
But look at this now, Suskus. He has, what did he say? He started in, I think that was like P13, 14 or something.
And he's jumped the Ferrari driver, both of the Ferraris.
And he's already pitted on the mediums. Right off there, and Rudy pits, Schmidt pits. Tao is in first on those mediums.
I think what Tao needs to do is maybe get that gap and probably defend all of his might. As Banana jumps both of the drivers of Schmidt and Rudy.
I think maybe lap 20 he's going to pit on the softs. I'm guessing. Because he can, if you have a fresh pair of softs, it can last as long as you maintain your tyres.
Yeah.
And that's Banana Cake Pies all now in P2. 3 laps on those mediums. Schmidt, he's in P3, Banana Josh in P4 on the hards. So I think the hards might be better for the end of that. Yeah,
which is a better idea. Because I think the mediums won't last for that long compared to the hards. Will come into play.
And so we have Rudy P5, Suskas P6, and P7, Rudy P8, Gogot's P9, Mitchie P10, Sasha Prod P12. I think he got had to battle there with King's brother, but he got jumped by Bruno. And Sasha Prod pitted like I think a few laps. He pitted like 2 laps later compared to Bruno, so the undercut did work for him. Interesting there.
As Towers receive a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, the Rock is now 14 laps on the softs, so he's gonna have to pit soon. I don't know when he's gonna pit.
Oh, he doesn't want to get puncture, so.
Yeah, definitely. Gold goes 3-second time penalty. I see the comments now on YouTube. Let's see if anyone's commented. I've been checking it.
Seems like already it seems like Rudy's already right behind Bernard Josh. Bernard Josh kind of does a little lock up coming into turn something, I forgot.
Ethan actually has looked back at our stream and apparently Gold Globes punted him. That's what he's saying in the chat there, so interesting. Thank you everyone though for joining the stream. Much appreciated.
Rudy will get DRS into this. It's very surprised he's not even using overtake into this. Just using medium.
Wasn't just got overtaken there by Rock, he's getting lapped. Jeez.
As Rudy moves up to P4. And his next target will be Schmidt, so needs to catch up to Schmidt now. As Mitchie receives the first 3-second time penalty for the Ferrari drivers. Oh, Golden Gloves and Mitchie, I think. Golden Gloves was trying to get past Mitchie, but couldn't get past him.
Now Schmidt, he's closing up to Banana Cake and Towel. Towel, he's gonna have to pit eventually. I think he's gonna pit now. I think he's probably gonna wait. But Towel so far taking care of those tires. He's using now a bit more ERS. Same goes with Banana Cake Pie. With overtake mode on the outside, he needs to get a good exit here if he wants to get past Tao. We also hope that Tao blocks Schmidt. That is a solid exit there. save it with DRS. He's going to use overtake mode. He's not going to get the back in the slipstream because Schmidt's going to get involved, but goes to the grass and Undercake around the outside.
Oh, very lazy tail's going very wide.
Yeah, wow, some great battling here from the Renault, the Red Bull, and the Racing Point driver, and Prod gets the 3-second time penalty. So I think now Banana Cake is just going to wish that Tao blocks Schmidt, which I think he can do. We have to find out though.
Oh, very lazy tail. I think he's gone. I thought he got into the wall, but he didn't.
Rudy, while this how bad or something, he's gained I think over a second by this lap. He's now 1.6 seconds away from Tao. Tao's not that far from Schmidt, so he's definitely pushing there, Rudy. And I think Aaron is going to try and push you for Nanjosh. Nanjosh is to maintain his ERS as fuel and keep his get his P5. I believe he can. And now Schmidt is going to be hunting down Banana Cake. Barely gets the DRS off him as well. And Schmidt, he's saved a lot more of his DRS, so I think he's going to, you know, have more of a chance to pass Banana Cake while he's using everything. Which usually happens to drivers that are in that sort of pressure. So Scar, how so far who do you think you might give driver there?
I think maybe Banana Josh.
Yeah, I think for me it could be Banana Josh and Banana Cake. Definitely one of the bananas, 100%. But at the same time, Suscus and Tao as well is definitely a good shout. And if Prod didn't get caught up back there, and he was, I just spectated his smash Prod really quickly and he hit the back of Michi. As I was saying before, I think if Sideshow did not pit that late, and he got where Unigruner was, it could have been his all driver there for him. For now, it's really mixed. We have to wait till the end, so I see my decision. Oh, and that's that's a Rocky spun. The Rock's tyres are now cooking. 18 laps on them.
He's got a puncture, so he should. Yeah, he should because it's 18 laps on the soft, so
yeah.
No way you can go for that long.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. He's gonna pit on the soft, so definitely. Please, he's pitting, right? If he doesn't pit, I'll be shocked. He's pitting. Some close racing, man. Banana Cake and Schmidt looks like they've got pace, but Rudy's nearly 3 seconds away from the top two there, so see what happens. Now Aaron, he's catching Banana Josh. Banana Josh in P4, Aaron P5. See what happens here. Rooting here for Banana Josh. At the same time, Aaron, he's deadly, he's fast. That's what he can do.
Yeah, it's Mercedes versus Ferrari.
Schmidt does pass Banana Cake. Banana Cake though, he's going to get DRS, he can get a good exit here. Can't be able to get Schmidt. He doesn't get a best of exit there, but I think Schmidt definitely did get warning. Because he used a lot of that curb on the left. So, a Banana Cake down into P2, Schmidt in P1. Comfortably relaxed. I'm stuttering all my words today, sorry guys.
Very lazy towel. Onto the softs now. So this will be interesting. Can he catch up to maybe first place?
Yeah, I was just saying first. I'll say it's around like 20. Well, he's P10 right now. And he's not that far from 9th, 8th, and 7th is quite far off. That's about 7 seconds. We have to see what he does though. He's been saving his fuel and as well as ERS, so.
If there's a safety car, mostly he'll be very lucky, so he'll be in the freshest, and will be maybe P1. As Aaron going down the inside of Banana Josh, up to P4. Great move by him. So Banana Josh is finding that position back again, trying to get P4. The Suscos has received a 3-second time penalty. Will Bernard just go for the dive bomb? No. And has secured P4. Try to catch up and maybe get that first position. But really is 2.9 seconds from Banana Cake and Schmidt. And they're still battling for P1, so one of them will win.
Banana Cake's saving now. I reckon he's just trying to get a good exit on one of those straights and just go pounce on Schmidt. And both these drivers still don't have any penalties. I think the top
Same as
5 don't have
Rudy.
any penalties.
No, Bernard just has a 3-second, I believe.
There's Banana Cake. He's now got DRS, but he's very far away from Schmidt. Yeah,
He's catching though.
He's good keeping that DRS. Now try and get a good exit here. Banana Cake. It's a horrible exit. But he still does get DRS. You know, he just needs to save while it's in those like middle sectors. He use like overtake or high ERS just to make sure he gets behind him with that DRS. It has worked out as well, pretty well in my opinion. Rudy's 3.1 seconds away from the top 2, so interesting.
Yeah, I think Rudy's gonna understand. He's gonna start pushing.
I don't know if we're gonna look here, but Unigruno is starting to fight the side shot again. Just put it on the inside. Late on the brakes, a bit wide, goes in deep. Does not go wide. It's good for him. But Mitchie as well, he's right behind him in Tao. If they can fight in Tao, they can fight maybe for 7th place even, so it's pretty interesting.
It's a pretty big gap between Suscas, so.
Yeah, Suscas, he's pushing, you can tell. Banana Cake, as I said before, he just needs to be consistent there. And hopes Suscas will not come back to ride. And I think Suscas might have a penalty, I'm not 100% sure. I don't think he does.
Still a battle between 7th, 8th, 9th, and possibly 10th now because Lazy Tail is starting to catch up onto those softs.
Now he's going to show you here, the battle for 8th, 7th, 8th and 9th. Bruno does not get the best of exit while Mitchie does. And
Mitchie around the outside! Down the outside! Oh, Unigruno has spun!
Unigruno there, I'm sorry, I think he's just leaving enough space, I'm not so sure. But by the looks of it, he did not leave enough space. That kind of looks like a Leclerc and Vettel in a way, I'm not gonna lie.
Seems like Pete's brought us up to 10th place.
Yeah, contact as well with his brother and Unigruno. But now Tao up into 9th. 9th. And I think Mitchie, with those 13 lap old hards, is going to try and go on the sideshow with 9 up all mediums. Gonna get DRS here. I think what Mitchie wants to focus on is at least just getting overtake, being right behind him, being close to him, pressuring him. He can get a good exit onto the next straight with DRS. He's really far away from him, but he's using that overtake mode, he's in that slipstream, he's keeping up with him. He goes a bit on the glass, he goes wide. That's gonna be really bad for him. Yeah, that's really unfortunate there. He goes too wide, he's not gonna get the DRS. Oh, no, sorry, he does get the DRS on the side though, but he's very far away from him. Sasha probably receives another 3-second time penalty. Interesting.
Ooh! I think that's one of the Williams in the way of Schmidt.
Oh, look at Banana Cake, man. He's still battling with Schmidt. Look at Banana Cake. Now he gets DRS. Overtake mode. Schmidt is gonna have to pull out his arms and his legs. This one. Round the outside, Schmidt though, giving no space for Millie, hitting each other. That was close.
I think there might be aggressive defense with Schmidt.
Now, Market just needs to start saving again and wait again and need to be patient. Remember, he's all needs to look after those tyres. It goes a bit wide. Banana Kick might have a chance here. Probably not, definitely not. But I think Aaron might catch Rudy, 2 seconds away from Rudy now, so that's interesting.
Rudy is still 2.9 seconds, still not catching up to the drivers in front.
Yeah, such prod is fighting with Mitchie, but Mitchie doesn't get past him. Now, I think Tao just need to focus on prod. He needs to focus on Mitchie. I think he wants to just get prod just get out of the way for him, but Tao's hoping he just gets out of the way and he's going to focus on Mitchie. And Mitchie and Tao don't have penalties, prod does, so right now I think Tao, Mitchie's got to be something. Banana Cake again as well, getting very close to getting Schmidt in the straight. He really just needs to save and be very patient. He doesn't want to be too aggressive. He doesn't want any damage on his front wing.
Oh, second two. Someone has spun, I believe. As such as Prod is still defending from Mitchie. But Mitchie's getting a great exit coming into turn 5, I believe. Turn 4.
Everything right now. What he has left?
At least 6%.
Look, this Mitchie has kind of fumbled there. But now Tal has right behind him. And again, Banana Cake Pine Schmidt. It's the same thing over and over again. Banana Cake gets that DRS, some overtake mode. He's gonna try and get closer, which he does. Now he just wants to get that good exit. Wide and then deep, even using that curb. It's a decent exit. If he gets overtaken with Schmidt, I think he'll be good. Down the straight. Oh, actually, that's not enough. Again, getting very close to Schmidt. Has a lot of pressure on him right now. If Banana Cake wins this, then that will just be insane. Now Tao with DRS. He's spectating Tao right now with DRS behind Mitchie, but he has DRS on Sasha Prod. Goes into the inside. Sasha Prod are defending.
Spending all his might.
Yeah. When he has penalties, he's still going for it.
As very Lazy Tower is still defending all his might.
Question, Scott, what's the Abu Dhabi
Huh?
Is it Yas Marina? Is it
Yas Marina. Yeah, Yas Marina circuit. Aaron is only 1.7 seconds behind. 1.6 seconds behind Rudy. Bernard Josh has received another 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits, so no good for him. Seems like Mitchie really wants to get past Sideshow Prod here, but Sideshow Prod is defending all of his might. But Mitchie going down the inside up to 7th position now.
the Towers not getting involved?
Seems like Towers up to 8th place now. All of that, because all of that, what's it called, fight between Mitchie and Sideshow Prod. It seems like Lazy Tower might get a secure. Oh, Sideshow Prod! I think he didn't expect that Lazy Tower break a little bit early from there. We've gone a little bit too deep, and Unicorn is right behind both of them. And Banana Cake is right behind Schmidt, only 2/10 now behind him. Banana Cake going down the inside. Fighting against Schmidt around the outside. It seems like Schmidt is not leaving any room, but still fighting between side by side. But Schmidt defending the corner very well. Seems like Aaron is catching less than 1 second behind. It's Rudy now. Less than 5 laps to go into this Grand Prix.
Dow's past Michi now.
Sector 1, yellow sector.
Oh, and that's I think I was blocky there.
Seems like, oh, but okay, around the outside with Schmidt defending the inside.
Get a good exit here, man. Get a good exit. No, okay, because the 3 second. I think that was Schmidt as well with the 3 second. 9% sure that was someone.
One of the Mercedes driver, I believe that was The Rock. It seems like, oh, side by side between Aaron and Rudy. Still side by side. Around the outside, Aaron's going and secured 3rd position. Now trying to get back up to 1st and trying to get the position he wants to win maybe the Brazilian Grand Prix. Smith is using all of that ARS, but still Banana Cake is still right behind him into the DRS range. Less than 4 laps to go into this Brazilian Grand Prix. Smith is trying to, you know, make a gap between himself and Banana Cake. I can't speak to him. So look, Aaron is right behind. He's trying to catch up into 1st and 2nd, so let's see if he can. Aaron using all of that ERS. Seems like Rudy is struggling onto those tires now. Maybe the hard tires might come into play, but I just might get into positions. Seems like Rudy's not even pushing onto this lap. Very surprised by the Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, Banana Cake. This is just a constant battle here. There's 2 laps left. So. And he's on 21 lap old mediums, jeez. Oh, more yellow flags here, that's blocking his spawn. The Rock receives a 3-second time penalty. Get around for sticking to the stream. Any more comments? We don't have any comments. Now. Yeah, that's Tao.
Going too wide.
Yeah. The second last race. Second last lap. Banana Cake is a great exit. I think he might make a movie on Schmidt now. Schmidt's under pressure. Schmidt dives down the inside. Banana Cake using everything he can just to keep that position, which he does. Banana Cake finally into P1, but it doesn't get DRS, so Schmidt is going to come back to him here. Banana Cake will he defend? Yep, he is. He's going to the inside here. Oh, it's so tight.
Seems like both of them are using all of that ERS. In sector 1, oh, I think someone has spun. No, but there's a, you know, and if Unigrid has received his first 3-second time penalty, but look, it's a battle between the top, you know, I'll say in the midfield, Michi, Pod, Velez, and Unigrid, and maybe Pete's brother coming into play.
I feel so for Tally then, because Sancho, he's got the pace, and Tally can't get past Michi. He's trying everything right now. I think this might be a last lap battle, and Tao just stay on 0 ERS, man. Don't even try. Mitchie, why are you on overtaking me? But now on the last lap, Schmidt.
Oh, contact. It seems like Sasha's has cut the corner. Just try to get past Mitchie.
And look at this now. While this has been a battling, Unigrino and Pete's brother has caught up. Now this might be a 3-line battle here, just for P7.
Seems like Laser's time.
That's overtaking Needs. Now Tao leads with a double move on Prod. Will not. Prod defends on the outside. Mitchie staying behind Tao here. Everyone with DRS.
But Laser Tower with a great exit coming in into turn 3.
Jesus Christ, this is a massive battle.
And Laser Tower.
Okay, Unigrino, I don't know who the hell that was. I think he took out Mitchie there. Something like that.
Is Mitchie out of that luck?
But while this is happening on the last lap, Banana Cake loses P1. It's been such a tough battle, but for now, I don't think he's gonna make it online, but for now, Schmidt wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. Aaron crosses the line, takes
And
second.
Coming in second. Banana Cake's penalties. And Rudy's first podium, I believe.
Although Rudy's had a win. He had won in Monaco.
Oh yeah, he's won in Monaco.
This will be
Bernardo's first top 5 in ARL2. Congrats to him.
Yeah.
Same as Suskas, so that's it.
He said he really wants to do well, but Josh, and he sure did in today's race.
Oh, before I say anything, Lazy Tower's dropped so much positions that he's down into 10th.
Yeah, I think he got taken out. I'm not sure though.
Mitchie jumps into P9, Unigrid into P8, Cashew into P7, P6 is Suskas. Golden Gloves coming into the last driver in P13, I believe.
At the end of that, Tao is still going to get points because of course that new rule. So, but anyway, it was great racing there. From all the drivers today, some great battles, very entertaining. But Schmidt, he wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. P2 Aaron, P3 Rudy, P4 Dana Cake Pie, P5 Nana Josh. Great racing from them. And yeah, we'll have to see who else is on the podium there. Trading now. Getting off of saying get in there, Schmidt, well done, carry this momentum to Abu Dhabi tomorrow. Remember, Schmidt does race in ARL1 as well, because when we were early into season 2 we were lacking some drivers, and the driver unfortunately dropped from ARL1, so Schmidt filled in. At the end of that, only Schmidt, Aaron, Rudy did not get any penalties, while it was 1-3 second, I think for everyone else there. Yeah, Suskas 6, Pete's brother 7th, 8th Unigrid, 9th Mitchie, 10th Towel, 11th Prod, 12th Reedy, 13th Gold Gloves, 14th Rock, 15 Blocky, 16th Bodhod, and the rest retired, which is Alcatraz, Uzi, Chevron, and Ethan. But who's your driver of the day today?
I think it will go to possibly Banana Josh.
So I'm gonna give it to Banana Josh. He's in net P4, obviously when you remove the reserve drivers. Banana Cake's reserve driver, he's in net P4. He really wanted to do good this race, and wow, he did do good this race. So Banana Josh, my opinion driver of the day. Who's yours? Scar? Or Scar?
Yeah, I'm here.
Is your driver of the day Banana Josh?
Yeah, Banana Josh.
Yeah. Race off from Banana Josh. Thank you everyone for joining the stream today. We appreciate it. Make sure you join in tomorrow at 9 PM AEDT or Sydney time. It will be the final race of the season for ARL1 in Abu Dhabi with short qualifying. So everyone, please join. Yes,
is it short or long? It's long, right?
Long qualifying with 50% race. We did a vote on 100% or 50% race. 50% race, long qualifying. I think Banana Josh, the driver of the day today, might be commentating tomorrow for that race, or might be Pro. He's just been absent lately, so we do not know yet. But make sure you join us tomorrow, 9 PM AED. Check out all our socials, and yeah.
Alright, thanks guys.